Oh, it's another episode of Complete Drivel. Almost forgot the name of my own podcast. Hello and welcome. My name's Christian Hull. This episode is dedicated. This is a dick-heavy episode. Oh, it's 50% dick-heavy. I think 50%. If I can stretch out having a threesome. Definitely didn't. It was pretty quick. I vowed never to have sex with multiple people. But you know, when you're horny and you get an offer, you're like, of course I will. I'll just make do with what I can get. I can only get 2 people. Jeez. Oh, life's so difficult. And I'm going to do a superficial test. What was the other dick story I had? Shit! I forgot it. Ah! Dick story. Oh, it'll come back to me. Or all over me. What? Stop it, you. I was at the gym. I'd like to say, so last episode I was like, I just came from the gym. I'm recording another episode again straight after that. So I'm like recording a whole bunch because I have so much information to get out. So it might sound like, oh my God, Christian's been to the gym 2 days. Nah, it's just the same gym day, except I'm recording like multiple episodes. So I'm feeling like you go to the gym, right? And like my horn radar, what is it? Like my horniness level, it sounds a bit better, like 0. But as soon as I see like a dude do a chin up and like his shirt lifts up, I'm like, whoa, let's go into the change rooms and sort this out. And that's called being a sex pest. Something that I live with. Hey, it's not at the level, it's not at any, it's just all in here. I don't actually go up and pester people. It's just all in my mind. I pester them in my mind. I think awful thoughts and hope that they can like transpire into like, you know, make his pants fall off, and then I hope, what am I talking about? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Oh my God. Christian, you're 31 and alone and single? Yes! I choose to be. No, I actually do choose to be. Because I'm too horny and I want to sleep with as many different people as possible. I just find I get bored so easily. There are so many really lovely, attractive people that I've met that I'm like, yeah, maybe. But then I'm like, nah, because I get so bored. And then I'm like, I'm just going to go over there and to that park. Oh my God, stop talking. Okay. So, after talking about that, are you superficial, Christian? I wonder. So someone said that they thought I was a really superficial person. And I was like, yes, I am. But I wasn't sure if I gave those vibes off. Nah, I totally give those vibes off. I just literally spoke for 3 minutes about how I only care about people's looks. That's literally what that 3 minutes was about. I don't know why I'm even bothering to do this quiz. Let's find out how superficial I am. Take this quiz to discover how superficial you are, but don't get all mad when you get your answer. Okay, here we go. 6 billion ads. Oh, pick one. Okay, so it's like pick a person. Hot shirtless guy. 12-year-old boy. This should be called Are You Superficial or a Pervert? Or both. I'll pick shirtless man, obviously. Oh, shit. How does which photo does Kim Kardashian look better in? With makeup? No makeup. Now, I always say this. I prefer girls with no makeup. So, I honestly believe that. No makeup. Not superficial. I'm not rigging this test. I honestly believe that. Ask my friends. I say it to them all the time. But then sometimes, see, I've got a friend, Caitlin. I hope she doesn't listen to this. Caitlin's beautiful, right? But then when she puts a bit of mascara on, just a little bit of mascara, I'm like, oh, you look amazing. And she goes, I added makeup. And then I feel really bad because it's like she looks horrific without makeup. But she doesn't. She just looks beautiful with a bit of mascara on. I don't prefer her with a bit of mascara on. I just was like, whoa, there's something different about you. You look amazing. And I aimed that to Sonda. I think Sonda. Oh, I feel bad. Like, that's awful. You can't do that. Sonda looks great without makeup. She never wears makeup because she looks really good. And then she put on some makeup for she had to go to some function and she did her hair and I was like, whoa, Sonna, you've never looked better. She's like, I did my hair and I'm wearing makeup. I'm like, oh, I mean, jokes. Oh, you look gross. Don't ever wear makeup. Like, you instantly feel bad. Sonna will call you out. She'll be like, so you think I'm ugly without it? I'm like, no, but you've never complimented me when I haven't worn makeup. I'm like, yes, I have. Definitely haven't. But they both look, girls, I know they don't listen. They're too busy for this. Sonda had a baby. Yay. You're beautiful. You are. Okay? You're beautiful. Outside, you're beautiful. Inside, you're both awful human beings. But outside, you're very attractive. Sans makeup. Speaking of makeup, do you use makeup? No, I don't. I don't need it. Okay, I feel like this is one for a girl. Does Barbie look good with makeup? Barbie looks fucking horrific without makeup. Okay, it's unnatural. No. With makeup. Do you use... No, I don't use nail polish. It's definitely designed for a female. Pick an outfit for a regular day. Oh, what would I wear? So you've got like a beautiful dress, some high heels, some very nice jewellery. Or, oh, yuck, no, not that one. She's got like an updo, but like a bun on the top of her head. I hate buns. They look foul. I reckon thongs t-shirt. That's what I'd do. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll do that one. Okay. Ooh, love or money? Money, obviously. Family and friends, my appearance. Family and friends for sure. Looks everything. Oof. Yes. But I can't sleep with someone I don't think looks attractive. It's not superficial. It's just science. Deep down, I'm pretty superficial. Oh, that's dumb. It does this quiz for you and then you have to say if you think you're superficial. I'm going to say not really. Are you guilty of wearing makeup to the gym to work out? Well, I don't wear makeup, but what would it be for guys? Like, do I try and dress a little slutty? Oh, what? Oh my god. The internet just stopped working. Get fucked. Now I have to redo the quiz? Look. That's so annoying. Damn it! Okay, just talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to quickly, while I do this, I'm just going to get to looks good with makeup. What did I say, Barbie? Look good with makeup. Not really, no nail polish. That's the outfit I would wear. God, this must be so fucking boring for you. Look, I'll just get through it. I like money, family and friends. Yes, makeup. Not really. Okay. Are you guilty of wearing makeup? Why would I do that? Okay, here we go. What if someone saw you looking slightly less than perfect? Mate, have you seen me? I wouldn't really care. What do you think when you see a slightly overweight person? Ooh. Well, this is me. See, it says it's their life, their choice. I don't believe they choose to be fat. I should make friends with them and invite them to the gym with me. Or, ooh, what the fuck? Just going to select the one that I know that I think. You don't care. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. It says, congrats, you are not utterly self-absorbed. Even though I selected, I prefer looks, I like money, and I say, ew to fat people. You don't care if a person is ugly as an ogre. Yeah, I do. That test is bullshit. Like, so, here's the thing about my superficiality level. That was a really boring test. I'm sorry. I sat you through that for 7 minutes. See, if I got wolf whistled by a gross old tradie on the side of the road, I'd be like, ew, you're being gross. If it was a hot tradie, I'd be like, oh my god, here's my number. Right? And someone said to me, if you were blindfolded and someone wolf whistled at you, how would you feel? You didn't get to see who they were. And I'd be like, I'd feel pretty good. They're like, find me attractive. And then I was like, ooh, but then what if they're gross? It's like, it's sex pesty when you don't like them physically, but when they're hot, you're like, do you want to touch? Want to have a touchy, feely? And then it's like, here's the example. This is what happens to me on Grindr. I'll get a message from like a blank profile that just has discreet on it, and there's no photos. And then like it's like some don't have an age. They've got stats, and the stats are like tall and thin and muscly, or tall, thin and curious, which means they're bi or they're straight or they're married or they've got a girlfriend. So it's like a little bit of a turn on. I didn't say that, it's not true. And it's like you go in and you take a risk. Hey, how are you? And they'll send me a message and I'll be like, oh, good, how are you? I don't ask for a pic straight away because I know that they're too shy. And it's sort of, the risk is, are they a secret hottie? So they've messaged me and my profile says fun. So it's obvious, like they're not messaging me just to have a chat. They're messaging me to suss out if I'm interested in getting nude with them. And so it's like this, it's like gambling. And so you chat and you like butter them up. You like get all friendly with them. And then you get to 11, you ask for their photo and you're like, okay, here we go. Come on, secret hottie. And then you're like chatting and they're like they're really nice. And then they send you the photo and you're like, ugh, gross, block. You're just like, that's the epitome of superficial. Really nice person, old and ugly, or not my type, or get away from me. Some send you a photo and you're like, ooh, I don't believe you're real, because like they go too far, like they're too hot. And it gets to, you go, I think you're just fishing for nude photos of me. Not because they know who I am. Oh my God. There is people on Grindr. This is before Christian Hull was slightly a thing. It's not a thing, but you know what I mean? Like, some people message me like, are you that guy from the internet? I'm like, oh, well, there's several guys on the internet. Which one in particular? The one that makes those shitty videos. That would be me. Correct. And there are people who just want to get your nudes and save them. Maybe because they think you're hot. I don't know why. And so I have to be careful when I send nudes, because I need like proper... I don't want to be catfished, because there needs to be a potential that his dick will be in my mouth, or vice versa. So when they send me a photo that's way too hot, I'm like, first of all, I'm a short, hairy, overweight guy. You are a bodybuilder. You're not into this. Okay? And no matter what you say will not convince me. And I'm like, you're not real. I'm not sending nude photos. And then they sent, like, some people are so dumb. They'll send dick photos and they're clearly two different dicks. One guy sent me an uncut dick and a cut dick. I'm like, dude, these aren't even the same dick. And then he was like, yeah, they are. What? And then he blocked me because he was obviously embarrassed and stupid. Some, like, I'm such a sleuth. I'm so good at spotting a fake. So this one guy sending me these messages, so attractive, but I still, like, I'm not sure. I reckon he's real, but because he's got an Instagram page, he's like, I've sussed him out. He sounds pretty legit, but I still don't know. Why would someone super duper muscly and attractive be chatting to someone with saggy muscles? If you don't know what saggy muscles are, it's a name I call the stomach and neck situation that I have. It's not fat. It's just my muscles are a bit saggy. But that's superficial. You take the gamble with that blank profile, and 9 times out of 10 it's horrific, but there's that one time that's not horrific, and they come over and you have amazing sex. It's so great. So that's superficial, Christian. I'm fine with it. If other people have a problem with that, then that's your deal. I am super happy with who I am as a person, a massive dickhead who only cares for looks. It's just, deep down, there's nothing deep down about me. I'm just a shit human. I said I'd talk about my threesome story. So, I went to Fraser Island. I need to talk more about that. And it's a it's not super remote, but it's like an island off the coast of Queensland. It's the largest sand island in the world. And it's beautiful. Lots of dingoes, lots of wildlife. They're so terrifying. And then I got onto Grindr, and I was the only gay on Grindr, which meant I was the only whore. Only gay whore on the island. So disappointing. So I spent a week there. It was beautiful. Didn't get no peen. I wasn't there to get peen, but you know what I'm like. A whore. So it's obviously the first thing. Literally, the first thing you do when you go on holidays is you go into Grindr, because you're like fresh meat. And you get swamped. You could look like a foot, but you still get swamped. Right? I still get so many messages every time I go to like a new location. Which is great. Because then it's like, okay, what are you doing at 5 o'clock? Great, come over. And then, what are you doing at 6 o'clock? Great, come over. What are you doing at 7 o'clock? It's like 3 different people. You just get through as many as you can. Bugger seeing the scenery. I just want to see the local men. Oh my god. Such a whore. Don't care. Get checked regularly, everyone. Oh, that was like a message to you. Get checked. I do get checked often. Don't laugh. It's not funny. I do. This has gone awkward. Okay, threesome. So, anyway, there was no talent on the island. Had a great time with friends. Then came back to Sydney. Literally, and so when I go to my mum and dad's house, I'll get on Grindr. And I've sort of used up most of the area, because that's where I grew up. So I've been on Grindr for ages in that sort of vicinity, and no one messages you because you're not fresh meat. You're old, boring, has-been material. So anyway, like trawling through, doing Tinder, doing Scruff, doing Manhunt, doing like all of the things. And finally, it took 4 or 5 days. I got a message like, hey, come over. We're having a threesome. I'm like, like in my experience, threesomes have been shit. I've had a few, and they always disappoint me. And I was sort of like, okay, well, I'll take it. Obviously, it's been 2 weeks, which I realise for some people is not that long. For me, mate, 24 hours is a long time. So 2 weeks, it's like, in my book, it's like 7 years. So I've gone 7 years without sex or like human nudity interaction. And so I was like, all right. And this guy was really hot, and he was like, come over for a threesome. I could have sworn they were drug dealers, because it was like BMWs in the driveway in a like sort of shitty house that you walk in, there was drug paraphernalia. I was like, oh, I think they might be drug dealers. And like 9 phones. I'm like, there's 3 people here, and I'm one of them, and there's 9 phones. Anyway, clothes come off. It was... I can't really go into the crux of it, because it didn't like... No, not because I'm ashamed of what we did. It was great. But I just feel like maybe you don't need to know. There was like, I didn't shit on anyone, nor did I get shat on. Like, or did I piss on it? Like, it wasn't like, it wasn't anything wild. It was super vanilla, but it was really very satisfying. I'll just let that sink in. Picture someone. Oh, they didn't have saggy muscles. I was representing the saggy muscles. They were very attractive. I think they were desperate. I think they were like super desperate. Oh no, I think they were both like, no, one was definitely a bit drugged out. You know, like the other one wasn't. So the other one, like, I had all my attention on the other one because they were sober and coherent. The other one was like almost passed out. It was almost, you know, like non-consensual for the other one. But they weren't passed out, and they opened their eyes and they saw me, and they were like, pushed my head into a certain area of their body. So I was like, obviously consensual. Oh my god. What am I doing? Anyway, it was really great, and I haven't had sexy time. No, I had sexy times yesterday. Oh, and the day before. Oh, and the day before that. But the threesome was good. It lasted longer than like 15 minutes. Normal encounters, 5 minutes and I'm done. Or they're done. Someone's done in 5 minutes. And it's so unsatisfying. but I still do it a lot. Went for a walk around the botanical gardens. Next minute, I'm in. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Sorry, next minute, I'm in the bloody bathrooms. I just can't help it. It's not a sex addiction because there's no sex happening. Okay, let's go to my notes. I'm only 20 minutes in. I've got 10 more minutes to fill. Okay, I've talked about threesomes. I've talked about my superficiality. Oh, this is a sad one. I had to emotionally disconnect from probably the most stable thing in my life, which was my family home. So, we sold my family home. Sorry, let me rephrase that. My parents sold my family home. My home. The only home I've ever known. Apart from this apartment. But I've only been here for 4 years. It's not home. I don't own it. I'm renting. So they sold it in toward the end of December. It didn't sell at auction, and it didn't really get the price they wanted to. They still got a lot of money for it, and they'll be fine. My parents were lovely. They wanted to get like a couple of $100,000 more so they could give it to us kids so we could buy our home. Secretly really pissed off that didn't happen. I was like, hold out, guys. Don't accept that offer because that means we don't get any money. So hold out. Oh, you've accepted the offer. Okay, so obviously you're going to take money from that offer that you've been given and give it to me because I can't afford a house. Because I can't afford houses are so much. They paid $135,000 for their home, and they sold it for over $2 million. Just. That's a total profit of a lot. Not good at maths. So they did that. Good on them. And I don't get any of that money. I put a lot of energy into that house. I didn't really look. To be fair, it's fine. I'm fine. I've almost saved up enough for a deposit for a parking spot in Melbourne, so I can just live in that. Houses are so expensive here in Australia. Sydney, if you want to buy a property in Sydney, you can just not. There needs to be two of you in the relationship. You can't do it on your own. Anyone who owns a property on their own is obviously doing very well for themselves, or they got given some money, or they're just really good at saving. The cost of that's not funny. Don't talk about the cost of living. Anyway, so I've got enough for a deposit. I've been looking for a home. So I've been looking for apartments around St Kilda. And I love, because I'm in a really old school 60s, 70s style apartment. It's won all these design awards. It's really nice. It's like a split level. It's really nice. Got a beautiful balcony. I love it here. To buy this place is $750,000, which is too much money for me to pay. I can't get I'm not going to have enough. I'm just not going to be able to do it. I've got maybe $30,000 saved, and you need at least I need at least a 10 to 20% deposit to get a good interest rate that I can afford repayments. So $140,000 I need to save to buy this place. Not happening anytime soon. How boring. I'm not going to talk about houses anymore. I don't even know. Oh yeah, we sold the family home. So this is what happened. We had our last Christmas at home. Fine, not that emotional. I cried when my mum went to drop me at the train station. And I realised... do I have the audio still? I realised I'm never, ever going to be inside this home again. Never. That's it. I'm done. I had to emotionally cut off from the home I grew up in. 23 years of my life was spent living in that home. Just had to cut it up. It was I didn't realise I was going to cry. I did an Instagram story and I was like, I started to say, I'm never coming back to this home. And then I realised, and then I was bawled. I was like, I'm never coming back to this home again. And I cried. And I was like, do I post that? Yeah, I'll post it. I am the ugly. I hate the fact that I'm an ugly crier. I had the wherewithal to not film my face when I was crying because, oh my God, it's so ugly. I once cried in a meeting because my job was hard, and they laughed at me because my ugly cry is so funny. Oh, anyway, and my parents want to move to the Blue Mountains. Like, no thought about me when I go to visit them. There's no gays in the Blue Mountains. When I visited, I've been to the Blue Mountains heaps, and when I get on Grindr, there's virtually no one. At home in Sydney, I can get a threesome. There's at least 50 times more people in the area around my childhood home on Grindr than there is in the Blue Mountains. They didn't have one thought about my whore nature. So anyway, they're looking at property up in the mountains. Mum said they also want to buy an apartment around, like, in the Sydney area. And I reckon, like, Zetland is pretty good. Zetland is... all the gays live in Zetland. Anyway. There's a video, if you want, on YouTube about me talking about selling the home, and I go through the rooms and all the childhood memories. I did podcasts on it anyway. Anyway, the update is they sold it. Selfish bastards. Now I'm sad, and I'm going to finish. I'm just deleting that from my notes. What am I going to talk about in the next podcast? Which I'll literally record in right now. I'm going to talk about in my, like, fitness element right now, because it's the new year and let's see how long that lasts. I've started to go walking around Albert Park Lake, and there's, like, these swans. Now, the swans there are... I don't know, you would rather run into Freddy Krueger than run into one of these swans. They'll chase you, they'll peck you, they'll kill you. And I had an incident with one... Well, I didn't really... Look, I had a very, very close call, and there was a hot guy involved in this close call, and I was like, get your dick out. And did he find out next episode if he got his dick out and put it in my mouth? It's actually a really great hook, because knowing me, that could have very much happened. And maybe it did. Thanks for listening. Bye.